Hello, my name is Luke Murphy. I'm the Tour Guide and Visitor Engagement Officer here in the Rediscovery Centre, the National Centre for the Circular Economy in Ireland. We are in the former boiler house for Ballymun, and in this video I'm going to tell you a bit about the history of Ballymun and about this building. So in the 1960s there was nothing really in Ballymun. It was fields, it was farmland. There was around 6 dwellings listed in Ballymun in the early 1900s, so it was a really small village. There was a housing crisis in Dublin in the 1960s, and in 1964 they began planning Ballymun. It was to be a brand new town on the outskirts of Dublin, and they were building high-rise for the first time in Ireland. This had never been done before, so they were to build 36 blocks of flats. You had your 7 15-storey blocks, you had your 8-storey blocks, and you had your 4-storey blocks. So around 2,600 flats in total were built. Now, where this building comes into it. This was the former boiler house for the Ballymun flats. So one of the kind of selling points, or one of the attractive things about moving to Ballymun in the 1960s, because it was an attractive place to be in the 1960s, it was this new way of living, was that you were going to have free central heating and free hot water. Now, central heating was a new concept in the 1960s. It was underfloor heating, and all of the central heating for the Ballymun flats was powered by this building. This building was finished in 1966 when the first residents moved out, and it was actually the largest district heating system in the UK and Ireland at the time. Now, one of the first issues with the flats in Ballymun was actually the central heating. You couldn't regulate it. So it would come on if it was under 16 degrees a day, and it would stay on for 16 hours a day. So the only regulation you had over your heat was to be able to open your windows. Even in the depths of winter, you'd be sweltering. People used to put their clothes out on the floor overnight, and when they'd wake up the next day, their clothes would be dry. Now, this building was basically a giant shed. It would have had four oil-burning boilers, which would have provided the heat for Ballymun. And this building was in operation until 2010, when the flats started coming down. So as the flats started coming down in 2004, there was less need for the boiler house, so it stopped operations in 2010. We moved into the building in 2017 after it got completely repurposed through the Wiser Life project. So if you stay tuned for the next video, I'm going to tell you a bit more about how we came to fruition, the Rediscovery Centre, and a little bit more about the building. Thanks.